Today we'll be making kebabs. I have lamb here, beautifully cut in cubes. I did marinate this 2 hours ago with salt and grounded pepper. I'm gonna be making this in my oven, not outside grill. Here we have our lamb all nicely on the rack here. We're gonna go ahead and brush it up with olive oil. And then we're gonna, as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna be doing this in our oven, not outdoor cooking. And I'm gonna go ahead and nicely brush that right now and cover it with foil paper. If you notice, my lamb is nicely brushed with olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this, but just one thing, that lamb has to be done very well. It has to be well cooked. The reason I'm covering with foil paper is so the moisture and the steam can cook it inside. And that's the whole thing to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this right now. Lamb covered up. Now we're gonna go ahead and put it in my oven. My oven is set at 380. I'm gonna go ahead and cook for good about 45 minutes. Notice here, I got my kebab out of my oven. We're gonna go ahead and put this in my bowl here so you can go ahead and mix some ingredients to it. On the side here, we have 1 teaspoon crushed garlic, 1 teaspoon fresh dry basil leaf, 1 teaspoon fried spice powder, 1 teaspoon fresh parsley leaves here. It's all blended together. We're gonna go ahead and mix this to my bowl here, to my lamb here, and do a good stir to it. And I'm gonna have my vegetable mixed to it also. Like I mentioned earlier, we're doing an oven cooking, not an outdoor grill. So this is gonna be oven cooking. Here we have our vegetable to it. We're gonna go ahead and mix that vegetable to it. Mix it very well here. Then I'm gonna go ahead, after mixing it, put it back in my oven. So I can get a good cooking here. Okay, ready? I'm gonna go ahead, pour my vegetable, my lamb, all in this tray here, and put it back in the oven. Separate nicely. If I'm gonna cover this, then I'm gonna get really nice moist taste to it and soft. So I'm gonna cover it so I can keep the juice inside. We're gonna go ahead and cover this right now. If you notice, I never mentioned anything about salt because I already have salt added to it in my meat. So we're not gonna add any salt to it. So we're just gonna cover it right now and put it back in my oven for 5 minutes. I have my kebab out of my oven. I'm gonna uncover it. Then for a good 5 minutes, I'm gonna put on the broil in my oven again, so I can get a little golden taste in it, or taste look to it. We're gonna go ahead and put it back in my oven. Now remember, it's gonna go to a broil, so when it's under a broil, you have to be really careful and always keep an eye on to it because it can get burned really quickly. So we're gonna make sure we watch it, and it'll be 5 minutes only, or less than 5 minutes, to make sure you keep a quick watch to it. I'm gonna take out my broil right now. As I mentioned earlier, if you put it in the broil, you have to keep a close watch because it can get burned really quickly. So you have to be there at all times to watch it. So I gave about 5 minutes to it. So it's out now. It's looking very nice and delicious. And I also mentioned earlier, this is an oven kebab, not an outdoor. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve this right now. Here we have our kebab here. I'm serving this over yellow rice with cilantro and cumin seeds. I garnish this with green onions and purple onions on the side sliced. My vegetable to my lamb kebabs are yellow and red bell peppers with purple onion. This beautiful dinner and tasty dinner, we have lamb kebab with bell peppers for any occasion. This is an indoor kebab, not an outdoor. I made this in the oven, not outdoor. Again, thank you very much for watching.